Got it? Good.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. We are joined today by one of our RIMPAGE players, Spencer Roll. Spencer, how you doing, man?
And we're doing good, man. Blessed every day.
Good,
So
good, good. Spencer, tell us about your experience on RIMPAGE.
it's been amazing so far. Patrick and the whole team does a great job of giving us the opportunity to, perfect our craft and showcase at the same time. So it's always a blessing to be able to, stick with something that you love since, knee high to a grasshopper. So, it's just an amazing opportunity, and it's like highly appreciative of the opportunity. So
Right, yeah. Man, you sort of seem like the guy to beat. It seems
man,
like whenever
so
you're in a
it's
match, that's the main event.
listen, man, I know what I bring to the court, and I know what I got in my, my persona in my bag. So
Mhm.
it's just, if so, like I told you, I had some things to say. So I feel like basketball is all about respect. You respect another player,
Oh, okay.
you respect another player, and you're gonna get respect. And then, there's no telling how great that friendship and relationship grows. But you
Oh,
but you don't respect, and that other person is respecting your cause, he's gonna feel a little walked on, mistreated, kind of like
Mhm.
it's unfair,
right,
And so
right.
it's not no name dropping, but um it it's gotta go both ways. You know what I mean? Like
The
if one
respect, you mean?
person yeah, if one person gives you a call because he knows he fouled you, or he
Yeah,
knows he did something he wasn't supposed to, it's gotta be reciprocated on the other side,
I
you know?
see. I see.
And it's kind of like uh he okay, I'll name drop. I don't really care about name dropping, but
There we go. There we go. Give us a name.
so it's 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 anyways. So yeah, if I'm being honest, it was 10-10. I had the game point, and I told him twice, 2 times in a row, I had the ball in consecutive spots, the same exact. It was repetition, and I practiced that
Right.
for moments like that. So, and I told him,
Ah,
I was like, it's gonna be 2 dribbles. I'm gonna sidestep to the right, and I'm hitting.
you
So
told
first
him
time,
that.
yeah, and it's on camera. His hand is literally on my elbow 2 times, and it's on camera.
Oh,
Jose took the pictures twice,
yeah.
and so I sidestepped. He hit my elbow. I said foul. He gave me the
Uh-huh.
first one, and I was like, come on, man, let me shoot that. Don't foul. And he was like,
Uh-huh.
nah, no way. Jazz is gonna be Jazz. Okay. So second,
Ah,
hold on 1 second. Give me one moment.
okay. Okay.
1 moment. 1 second.
And what we're talking about now, like Katerina, is his match versus Jazray Harrington, which
Mhm.
was a big one because they were both playing for jerseys. So
Mhm.
like Jazray was playing to get his fifth win, and I told him when he joined the league that when he got 5 wins, I would give him a jersey. And so
Mhm.
Spencer saw the post and he was like, "Hey, where's my jersey?" And he already had 5 wins. So I
Right.
said, "Okay, if you win, you get the jersey." So this was a big match.
Mm.
Plus, like I said, anytime Spencer plays someone, that seems to be the main event. He seems to be the guy to beat. And I think it's because of his competitive spirit.
Love the attitude he brings to the game,
Yeah,
right?
yes, yeah.
But it seems like he's got something really to share on his heart, right? To this.
Yes, yes. That's the other thing. His heart is invested in it. And because of that, his matches are always good matches.
Mm.
So for
Exactly.
other players who are watching, that's one thing to watch in Spencer is his competitive fire that he brings into every match. And because of that, you can never count him out. He
Yes.
will come back, come from behind,
That's
and he'll
interesting.
also shock you.
Yes. Isn't it amazing how you can tell that just from someone's demeanor? You can tell how he plays. He takes his game seriously, and
Yes,
he has the intention to win, right? That's why he plays.
right.
It's just beautiful,
Right.
beautiful attitude. And that's what fans want to see as well, Patrick.
Yes.
Right? It
Yeah,
pleases.
I'm a fan of his.
Yeah. I just saw the photos of his matches. I don't think I saw any
Ah,
clips, but
yes, the
I
video's coming.
yeah.
It's coming. That was a good match. That was a good match. They were going so hard that they had to take an extra break. Usually we play to 8. Whoever reaches 8 first, they start the break. They take like a 2-minute break. Well, they had played to 8, and then after that, they were still going hard and had to take another break to get water.
Wow.
They were both serious about that match. So
Yeah.
it was great.
Excellent.
Let's see. Okay, so looks like he's going to be another 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. There's a lot of RIMPAGE things to talk about.
Right. And another thing I really like about Spencer is he's not afraid to play the tougher competition.
Yes.
In fact, his record is he's sub 500 now. He has more losses than wins. But if you look at the players he's played, it's just tough opponent after tough opponent.
Right.
So that really helps him in his rating, because when you beat a player who has a higher rating than you get more points for those victories. Yes. And Spencer's never afraid to take on the toughest guys. And
his matches were lost by just 1 point, no? So it was
right, yes, very close. In fact, what he's talking about there is he had match point on 2 possessions, which means it was in his hands to win. And then he's saying he got fouled both times when he took his shot, and then Jazray came back and took his and won. Sounds like they need to play again.
Yes, definitely. They need to
settle it. That's the other thing. If you beat Spencer, he's coming after you. He's going to want another game and another one and another one until he's above 500 versus that player.
Right. Wow.
I can tell you. I'm sorry, say again, Catherine?
No, I said excellent attitude. I just love the way he approaches the game. It's beautiful.
And I think competitiveness will take you so far in this league. And not just this league, but if you think about it, it's competitive sports. And so if you're not a competitive player, you're going to get eaten alive by some of these guys that take it really seriously.
Yes. So. If we can look at that competitive spirit in many other ways, it's not competitive necessarily against someone, although you have to measure up against another player, but you need to become better in order to be.
Yes.
You need to become better. You need to measure up against yourself, right? You want to become better. And isn't that the game of life, Patrick?
It is.
Right?
Katerina, I'm so glad you said that, because as I was recording the stats for the past event, you know what I saw? Bryson Johnson in one weekend went from 9th place all the way up to 6th place.
Wow.
He passed 3 people in the rankings. And what I saw there is every player who comes to RIMPAGE, they all start at the same level, all of them. And then some of them are undefeated immediately, consecutive games, like Ashton Cook went 4-0. Austin Blount went 4-0, and now Jazray is 7-0. But other players, it's kind of a mix. They win 1, lose 2, win 2, lose 1. But what I love is watching them climb, watching them learn, improve their game, and gradually climb to the top. It's an amazing journey for them. That's what it is. It's a journey for each player.
It's a different game you play when you are better than your opponent, and it's a completely different game you need to bring when you're playing against an opponent who's got more experience, who is tougher than you, who is mentally stronger than you, who wants to win as much as you want to win, and maybe they have more experience. That gets more out of you, and I think you progress faster. I mean, I can relate it to so many different areas in life where I felt that. So it doesn't always do us a favor when we are best in the room. We want to be among people who we can measure up to, right?
That is so great. That is so true. Because playing against those tougher players makes you play your best. It brings out the best in you. And also, when you play alongside of those players, like maybe it's not your match, but you're watching them play, you get to see how they approach the game.
Yes,
One thing I noticed, Spencer's possessions take a little bit longer than other players. Some players rush to the shot, but Spencer always takes his time in his possessions to get the shot he wants.
Yes, yes. Well, as he said, he is serious about it, and he knows where he is going. So he has executed perfectly. And that is really interesting.
Yeah. He shared that with us, that he practiced that shot for that situation.
Yes.
And wow, that's taking it seriously. That's understanding your game. In fact, I think I heard him say too, when we were at the matches, he was talking to another player and he was saying he's disciplined. He's disciplined. He knows what shot he's going to take in the match.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oof, that is one
it.
of the crucial things to success in life, is having that self-discipline.
Love it. Love it.
So
I think we may have to come back to Spencer and have him on another day.
Yes, yeah. So to properly interview him on many points, like I have a feeling he wanted to get this off his chest so much.
Yes.
And we do want to give them opportunity to feel free, because this is RIMPAGE is their club, right? They have to at home. It's brilliant. Go ahead, Patrick. You wanted to say?
Well, just wanted to say that on this platform, one of the main things we want to do is create a big stage, a global stage, so that any player in the world can get on and perform and get exposure. Right. And then that opens up the door to so many other opportunities. But when you're on this stage, understand what it is. It's the opportunity is freely given to you, but only the best will rise to the top. So you do have to take it seriously. You have to train. You have to be ready.
Yes.
Because that spotlight is yours.
Absolutely. And you have to raise, and I'm so happy to see this in many of the players that I have seen you interview, and from their game and from the way that they comment and get engaged on the posts in the group. I get the sense that they understand that this is more than just a game of basketball. This is they're showcasing themselves, their personality. You know, they're enjoying life through the game of basketball, which is another level. It is beautiful to see, and it's lovely that they know they have the support here to do exactly right.
That's the other thing, is even though you're not doing well, like we have one player who has not won a match yet. I think he's played maybe 5 or 6 matches and he hasn't won a match yet. They know that they're going to have time. They won't be kicked out of the league. They have time to figure this out. And then they have the video, they have their stats, they have their other players in the league that they can watch and observe and see what they're doing and maybe see how they can improve. So they have time. It's their journey, and they can make of it whatever they want. Take your time and climb, improve, get better. That's what we want to see guys do.
Absolutely. And also we want to hear from our players, and perhaps this is someone we can have a chat with, maybe not publicly, but just to see if there is something that we could be doing in supporting his journey more, right?
Yes like maybe
it's a small shift, but it makes a huge difference in life when you connect with that driving power inside. There will be no stopping him. He will no doubt start to win some.
And imagine that feeling they get inside when they do turn it around. They figure it out, they turn it around, and now they're going straight to the top.
Absolutely.
Love it.
But we have to raise our game on every level, right? So if there is something emotionally trying us, it's going to be difficult for us to develop our game. We have to clear the path on every level so we can sort of raise simultaneously on all levels in our life.
Right. Wow, you said 2 things I want to comment on. The first one is we want the players, we want to know your story. So I posted yesterday on Facebook's on RIMPAGE's Facebook group a link where you can go to RIMPAGE and you can click on the interviews and you can answer those interview questions. We want to know about your experience with the league, and we want to know, fans want to know. We want to hear your story so we can follow your career on RIMPAGE. So please take advantage of that. You can do it at any time.
Everything. Your story is everything.
Yes.
The story you are living and the story that you are also telling yourself. Those two stories are crucial to your life.
Yes.
We want to hear.
So through those interviews, you can sort of document the steps in your journey, in the journey of your career. So the way you do it, just click on the link and pick a few questions that you want to talk about, record yourself answering those questions, and then send that video to us. And then we'll edit the video.
That link to this recording as well.
Yes.
So whoever is watching this, whether they catch us on YouTube or Facebook, wherever they see us on LinkedIn, they will have that link together with this recording. Please.
Yes, I sure will. Yeah.
Lovely.
Spencer just contacted me. He said he asked for a couple of minutes. He said he has things he wants to say. So, are we okay with time?
Yeah, I think.
Can we
so.
wait?
I think
perfect.
Yeah.
We'll
You said there was
that.
something else that you wanted to add.
Yes.
After the stories.
Right, and I believe it had to do with the exposure on the website. The guys can come in there and we like to see the talk in there. We like to see the engagement in there, and the supporting of each other. So yeah, please join that Facebook group and be a part of that.
Yes.
He talked about the respect part, and that's one of RIMPAGE's values, is even though you're competing against this other player, and of course you want to win, but at the same time you have respect for their journey, the journey they're on, because you're both trying to do the same thing. You're trying to pull out the best in yourself, and you need your opponent to do that. You need him to test you, to challenge you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's that mutual respect there. And we see it also in the UFC. Like, you see these two guys battering each other, and then afterwards, after the match, they give each other a hug. It's because of that mutual respect. They understand that this guy's on the same journey I'm on. Yes. And he has provided me an opportunity to test my skill, just like I provided him an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely right. And the opponent really is ourselves. The opponent is that voice in our head. You know, we constantly need to keep checking with what that voice is telling us. Right. Because most of the time it tells us things that are not true.
Yes. And Katerina, another part of the player's journey is their lifestyle. Like, every player has different things going on in their lives. Like, some players' cars break down and they can't make to the matches, and some players have things come up and they can't get to the gym and train. All of that goes into your experience with RIMPAGE. And it's about navigating all of that so that you can still perform when you get on the court.
Yes, not letting it affect you, because life is going to be happening around you. But that understanding that life happens for you, that every single thing that challenges you in life, it actually challenges you to become better, to accept the challenge. Here he is.
All right.
We went off on one.
Yeah, I do apologize. I just I had some things I'm handling at the same time. So anyways,
welcome back.
What I was saying is, I get it. It's a heated game, and you want to win because you're happy you're undefeated. Cool, great.
Right.
But even me, I wear my heart on my sleeve. You beat me to the rack and I foul you. I don't even need to hear you say the foul. You already know, Patrick, I'm putting the ball at the top and I'm like, yeah, I fouled you. Like, you beat me to the spot.
Right.
I got to foul you. But I hit him with the same move twice. First time he gave me it. Second time he said I wasn't getting it. So it's like, what do you mean I'm not getting it? Like, you're trying to make me feel small, or you're trying to say like, oh, I basically, it's like, oh, I dare you to try and take the ball or something. It's like at that point, it's like it's not like, that's not what he was saying, but if that's kind of like what it felt like he was interpreting, like, you're not getting that ball. Like anything you do, you're not getting the ball. Like, like, try him or whatever. And I was like, bro, that's kind of messed up. And so me mentally, when I don't get respect, I check out. I check out. That's kind of just like a basketball game where somebody's deliberately pushing you and smacking you and like hitting you and trying to hurt you. I check out. I usually just go home. I usually will just be like, you know what, that's it, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna finish this game. I don't deserve this. But you know, it's I don't want to do that to the organization. I don't want to do that to the fans. So I mean, I played it out. And on that same move, when I sidestepped, he stepped on my foot. I don't know if you saw it, but in the second game, I wasn't playing defense because every time I tried to move, it felt like something was stabbing the top of my foot. So I was just like, it's gonna be tough. I knew regardless
there was a noticeable difference.
Yeah, I knew regardless it was going to be tough because I was still upset about the first game not getting my respect. So it was a battle. You saw it. It was a battle. Like 43 minutes. 43 minutes. And he like there's a lot of pictures. And when I got the ball, he was like, "Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to get you there. This and this." I'm like, "Nah, you're good, man. It's cool. Like whatever. Like I know you want to win. I know it. I get it. It's cool. But on that last call, I need that." Because that's the moments I shine. I'm gonna score. You seen it, Ashton? You seen it? I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna end the game. You have to foul. You have to. I'm so confident with the ball in my hands. I don't trust anybody else. That's why I love this one-on-one stuff. It's like me on the court. I will choose me every time. I will choose me every time because I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm smart with the ball, and I know decision making. I'm really good at making the decision to go either left or to go right. I could go both hands. You can't stop me going left or right. So, you know, and it's like, I feel like if I'm being honest, and I said this to him too, so it's not news to him. I don't feel like he barely won that game. I feel like he disrespected me, which is not okay because I gave him respect the entire game. Even though the whole game we were respecting each other, don't let me take that away from him. But on the last possession, I need that ball back. I need that ball back because, like I said, stop me fair and square. You earned that. You played a hell of a game. You got me. But foul me and then say I'm not getting the call, even though I called it. It is what it is, and that's why I was telling him. I feel like, you know, as the competition goes on, you're gonna have to maybe get a ref or something because it's going to be tough if one person thinks that they can overrule that other person, you know, like, oh, I fouled you, but I'm not going to tell you I fouled you. And Patrick's all the way over there, so I'm not going to give you the call. And it's like, wow, like, it's just me and you. And I'm not trying to fight you for a call, but respect me. Respect the call. You know, that's all part of being a man. You know, that's what I feel like. It's like, as a grown man, as you grow up, you go, you know what? This person's really good at basketball, but if he beats me to the spot and I foul him, he don't even have to say anything. Your ball, you know, your ball. I apologize. I didn't even mean to foul you like that. It is what it is. Your ball, like, and that's it. So, and every time I fouled him like 6 times. I was counting. I fouled him 6 times, 3 times in a row because he just kept beating me like with that little quick one step. And so I fouled him 3 times in a row, and every single time I was like, "Damn, man, you got me. Like, I can't do crap about it, so I gotta foul, bro. Like, that's all it is." And then another thing about me is, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'll reach. And then if I miss, but I hit your elbow, I'll stop. You've seen it. I'll reach and I'll stop.
I have seen that against Austin. You know, I've seen that.
I hit you in the hand. I apologize. You could get the bucket because that's messed up on my part. On my part, I take accountability. I say, you know what? That was not okay. And go ahead, get the bucket. And a lot of people in this league are like that. But I just feel like I didn't get that respect in this one.
Yeah. Wow, Spencer, there's a lot of thought you put into your game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're having this conversation because you can sort of tell me what's going on in your head because I'm observing it from the outside. I'm seeing these things, but I don't really know the thinking behind these decisions that are being made. So I'm glad that you're explaining it.
It's crazy. It's like I said, I even told him from now on, I'm gonna be so nice. Like, cause I grew up where they don't respect calls. I grew up where you had to fight for the ball and like that kind of stuff. And it's like, I moved away from that because that's not an environment I want to be in. That's not like the people I want to be surrounded by, you know? So it's like for me to you know, what is all this? For me to step up and realize that you're not going to get far in life like walking on people. You have to, you know, respect, you have to understand, and you have to like just be courteous, just be kind, just be understanding, and say, you know what, you beat me to the spot twice. Or with Ashton, every time he beat me off the dribble when we played, I fouled him and I was like, yeah, I fouled you, bro. Like, here it is. Jazz, every time he beat me off the dribble, I fouled him. I'm like, yep, here it is. You don't even have to say it. You don't have to say it. Right. And I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'm a hooper. I get it. The testosterone is high. The energy is crazy. You know, you're fired up. But at some point, you have to understand and say, yeah, bro, I fouled you. It's your ball. Like, stop me again. Stop me again. Right. If you stop me 2 times in a row, stop me 3 times. Stop me 4 times. Stop me 5 times. Stop me until you can't stop me no more. And then get the ball and then show me what you can do with it. You know? I don't know. Right. It's a lot. So from now on, you guys will see a different version of me. It's not going to be smiling. It's not going to be happy, energetic, cool. It's going to be business trips. I'm taking business trips. Wow. I'm bringing my suitcase. I'm putting it down. I'm doing my 9 to 5 and I'm going home. That's what it is. That's what it is. And you heard it here first. No more games, bro. Listen, Katarina, I'm telling you, it's no more games. Because in this league, it's a lot of people who can hoop, yes. But you have to be a smart hooper and a disciplined hooper. Yes. And I'm disciplined. I don't know if you guys see that. I sit down on defense. Yes. I am in your face on defense. And then on offense, I'm getting to where I want to get. You're not stopping me from getting. You can't stop me from getting to where I want to get, but you're going to foul. Right. You're going to foul. Right. Just like Jazz, you're going to foul. It's going to happen. And I'm expecting that to happen. But give me my call if I call it, you know? So now it's just, I'm just, you know, I've been in the gym, I've been lifting weights again, and it's just gonna be a different, scary next 2-3 months. So I'm all ready for it. Like, I just gotta heal up this left foot a little bit. Figure out what's going on. Go to a podiatrist and stuff. See what if there's any like torn ligaments or anything like that. But once I get the okay that everything's good, I'm gonna let Patrick know, and it's like I said, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be fun for everybody guarding me. That's all I have to say.
Well, Spencer, if I had to give you a nickname, the top while it lasts. Enjoy the top while it lasts. It would be main event, because every time you play, that seems to be the main event, and it's because of that competitive fire that you have. And because of how serious you take the game, you're a formidable challenge for everyone you play against. Oh, looks like we lost him again. Wow, I'm glad we had this conversation. Yes,
it seems like this wants to be a few-way conversation, right? Because we need to hear what the other player is saying. Why didn't he give him that foul? Because he feels that strongly that was the case. So it's really interesting. And you don't have the limit, no, as to how many rounds it goes.
Correct. No limit.
Right. Till someone wins. So yes, it's got to be one on fair play. Like, it doesn't feel good if you win any other way, right?
Right. That's important. It doesn't feel good. Like, no one has to tell you,
Yes. Yeah. So I hope that they can have a conversation between them and straighten this out. I hope that Spencer doesn't change too much who he is. Yes. But I'm glad he's bringing the serious business to the court. Yes. He will need that, right? In order to win, to become first, because it no doubt is his goal to climb to the top of those rankings.
Right. And what I think we're seeing here is the evolution of a player. They evolve, they learn, they develop, they grow through their experience on the court. So I think Cody said something similar when he won his match. He said, I just got tired of losing. So it forces you to make some changes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's all part of the story. That's what makes it exciting.
So great. really not planned, how this conversation unfolded, but
right.
It's so brilliant. I think we should wind it up here.
Yes.
And then if there is more to be said on this subject, perhaps we can have Spencer and the other player or others who want something to say back on. That
would be amazing.
Absolutely. I have enjoyed this. It's wonderful to be able to share their journeys and to hear what's going on. For fans, this is so important, isn't it?
Yes.
To have
it really
the story, to know the story of the player they love. Brilliant.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Katerina, for another fun time.
Thank you. And thank you, Spencer, as well, when you see the recording of this. So we will be back with you next Wednesday. So you can catch us across all different platforms. So we are now going to be broadcasting to LinkedIn, to Facebook, and to YouTube. So you're welcome to join us and follow this journey. And if you are a basketball fan or a player who takes their game seriously, then consider joining the group and joining RIMPAGE indeed, so you can play.
Yes, we want to see you there. Thank you so much.
Lovely.